Shoot, 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 shoot.
Hey guys, welcome. It's your man, Ren City, coming at you. What's the occasion today? We got Game 3 WNBA Finals coming up. New York Liberty, Minnesota Lynx. So, like I said, it's your man, Ren City, host of Sports and Shorts of Sorts, bringing the lowdown on how I think it's going to go down tonight. But let's quickly get you up to speed in case you're not there. It's been a crazy WNBA season. You've probably heard about all the anarchy and all the good stuff too, hopefully. In the playoffs, we've had drama. So, of course, you're going to get a final for the ages in game one. You have Courtney Williams of the Lynx pulling off a Larry Johnson, except doing it against the New York team and doing it in the finals. I still can't believe the ending she had to that game, including that 4-point play. I'm beating around the bush here. Then to have a multiple MVP, multiple finals MVP, Brianna Stewart miss a clutch free throw in regulation, and then a game-tying bucket at the buzzer she missed in overtime. And it was the first overtime game in WNBA Finals history since 2021. So it's just telling you the kind of game we had. And did I mention the Lynx were down 18 points at one point in this game, tying a WNBA Finals record for the biggest comeback win? Like, you can't even script that. Game two, it was leading that way again. We had the same recipe cooking up here. The Liberty up big early, as much as 17. But Minnesota, they did what they did in game one, used that great defense to get back into it. But this time, the Liberty, they're like, nah, not this time. Big part of it, Laney Hamilton, she was light out. What she does when she's rolling for the Lynx, when she's rolling for the Liberty, the Liberty can't be stopped. The Lynx found that out the hard way when Laney Hamilton was rolling. They're like, shit. She was making great stops defensively. Brianna Stewart was making up for her game one struggles. One of my favorite plays in the game was late. German rookie Leonie Fibic, she stole the ball, stood at 3-point line, looked around, instead of killing the clock, straight cash, just icing the game for the Liberty. Like, there's been such good basketball going on. I love it. And that's what brings us to Minnesota for game three. It's a best of three now, each team needing just 2 wins to get that elusive WNBA championship. And you know that Minnesota crowd, they're going to be bumping. The Stars will be out. The Lynx are tied with the Seattle Storm and the no longer existent Houston Comets for the WNBA record of 4 championships. Brianna Stewart was part of bringing one of those to the Storm there. 2 of those to the Storm, sorry. So the Liberty, they've been to the most finals without a WNBA championship. This is now their 6th appearance and 2nd in a row. So you know the city of New York's itching for a title there. So who's going to be the difference maker in game 3? We know the stars, right? We know the MVP candidates on each side. Defensive Player of the Year, Nafisa Collier. She's the leader of the Lynx. She's the face of the Lynx. And we talked about Brianna Stewart of the Liberty. They're former UConn teammates, showing you how good UConn is. They're great friends. They're both founders of the unrivaled women's basketball league that's starting up. So they've been going at each other. And in game one, like I mentioned, the outrageous performance of Courtney Williams. We've seen her as a dog all season. She's a mid-range assassin. So she showed off the ice in her veins in game one. Kayla McBride really stepped up. Game two, it was the offensive pressure and defensive, but mostly offense by Laney Hamilton. And like I mentioned, Fibic on the defensive side, what she does for the Liberty defensively is just great. And like I said, the Minnesota crowd's going to be rocking. I think that's why the Lynx will have their best start to the game. They're not going to go down 18 or 17 points early in this one. I do not see that happening. So that Minnesota crowd's going to be rocking. But the Liberty, they got people to weather the storm. They have the people that can make the plays. And whose jersey am I wearing right now? Yeah, Sabrina Ionescu. She is going to ball out. These were moments made for her. This is her moment to put her name in the WNBA history here. This is probably the biggest game of her career. This can decide the series potentially. I think Jonquel Jones, always underrated, little talked about. She's going to at least get 20. I'm expecting a good night out of Jonquel. But what Sabrina's going to do with her late shot making abilities and the shot clock, those moments that, you know, the hands on the head by the fan base. And I think that's what she's gonna do. Her idol Kobe Bryant, who had a big influence on her game, that's what he lived for, and I think that's what Sabrina's gonna do. She's gonna do that in game 3. I think the Liberty are gonna go up 2-1. And it's going to be good, though. It's going to be a doozy. I know MLB playoffs, NHL started, but split screen that shit. This is going to be a good game, and this could decide the series tonight. This is a very important one, so keep your eyes out for that. And like I said, I see the Liberty taking it tonight with Sabrina having a crazy performance. And even if she does struggle a bit, she's going to hit the biggest shot of the game. I just see it. So keep your eye out for more basketball content. The NBA is on the horizon. It's about to start. So that preview episode's coming. Last year, when I looked at my crystal ball, I had the Pacers having a great run. I'm itching to see what crystal ball moment I have this year. But that's coming up. The Now WNBA Tune In. Thanks for tuning in now. Ren City out.